call the game, sweetheart. Welcome back to the Hardy Boys, the Hidden Theft. Last time, we took care of some business in the Manhattan, New York area. We not really killed someone, but we watched someone die after giving us his confession as to the theft. And this time, we're gonna head over to the living room. We're gonna talk to our father.
Boys, before you leave, if I could have a word.
Morning, Dad.
Morning, Dad.
Morning, boys. How's the case going?
Well, this basically is a recap of what happened last time.
Well, we found the thief, but unfortunately he was hit by a car and passed away shortly after. We didn't get much information out of him, but he told us that we needed to look deeper into the whole thing.
Men on their deathbed rarely lie, boys.
Yeah, we figured. We're gonna head back to Spencer Mansion and see if we can uncover anything else in a few minutes.
Cool. Well, that's it.
Okay, well, thanks, Dad. Talk to you later.
Be careful, boys. Hold on a minute. We need to talk about your mother.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she's still steaming about yesterday. I tried to smooth things over, but I could use a little help.
What can we do?
Well, one thing you could do is make her favorite breakfast. I'm sure she'll be calmer and more reasonable on a full stomach.
Seriously? Oh, we're in the middle of a case here.
Now, boys, don't be like that. If there's one thing I learned from my years on the force, it was that you have to balance your personal and professional lives, or you'll be in danger of losing both.
Fine.
That's the spirit.
And then he's just gonna jiggle that pipe around until we finish. Okay. Making breakfast in the kitchen. It turns out that our mom's favorite dish is French toast.
Mom's favorite French toast. Ah, yes, the perfect antidote to poor behavior.
Whatever you say. Alright.
I don't think anyone will miss this. I'll just take this. Could come in handy.
We're just taking a bunch of stuff. I guess we should read the recipe. It's not gonna let us. Never mind. Well, we're gonna assume we know the ingredients for Mom's favorite French toast recipe.
I don't think anyone will miss this. I don't think that's a good idea. This could be useful.
Yeah, pocket knife.
I'll just borrow it.
Vanilla extract. So. Let's go ahead and see if we can make French toast somehow. Alright, eggs, milk, apparently orange juice, and some vanilla.
That seems like the right amount.
And whisk.
Smells great.
That's the weirdest whisk sound I have ever heard. Dip some bread into it.
I'll just take this. Could come in handy.
Excellent. And now we'll head over to the stove. Put the bread in. Just slap it there or whatever. And I don't remember what we set this to, so boom, we set this.
Voila! A perfect slice of French toast. I don't think anyone will miss this.
Toasted bread. Now, let's see. I think we can leave. Yeah, there we go.
I smell French toast.
It's actually forgiveness toast.
Well, then it better be good.
The boys worked pretty hard at it. I saw them myself.
Yes, well, no offense, dear, but you're always rushing to their defense. I will admit it smells pretty good, though.
We're sorry, Mom.
Your father explained the situation to me. I don't believe a word he said, but you are forgiven.
That's my sugar muffin.
Ugh.
Could you guys hold off on the affection until we leave?
Fine by me. I have a plate of French toast to ravage before I can get to ravaging your father.
Ew, Mom.
Yeah, I never caught that joke as a kid, and now, oh God, now that's gonna be, what a wonderful note to figure out how I've misinterpreted this as a child. Oh God, I need help now. I'm getting more worked up over this than I should be. Let's just get out of here. Spencer Mansion, save me. That is disgusting. Now that that's over, forever. Jeez.
Look who's here, the inept boy detectives.
Good morning, Mr. Spencer.
Nothing good about it. My beautiful automobile was vandalized yesterday. I was almost stranded on my evening drive. Unacceptable.
Oh. Ooh. That's a shame. Really.
I want that vandal brought to justice. I want vengeance. That car means more to me than most of my relatives.
Yeah.
Don't you want to know what we've uncovered about the theft?
Fine.
Yeah, we found the thief.
We found the thief.
You did? Who? Where?
His name was Richard Llewellyn.
Was?
He died last night, hit by a car in Manhattan.
Serves him right. Where are the bonds?
He didn't have the bonds.
Yeah, of course. He probably hid them somewhere they will never be found. Oh well, I suppose there's nothing to it but to contact the insurance company. At least I'll get a percentage of what they were worth.
Wait, we aren't finished with the investigation.
But you just said you found the thief.
Well, yes, but it isn't that simple.
Ah, pish-posh. Life is simple until you make it complicated. He
That's
is
true.
the thief. He is dead. Sad and unfortunate, but surely he got what he deserved. Thank you for your help, boys.
Wait,
Wait, what? It's over. Finito. Done.
we still want to tie up a few loose ends.
Very well, but try to do it without disturbing me.
Okay. What? Well, let's see if we can find out where he was born.
Mr. Spencer, if you don't mind me asking, where were you born?
What possible bearing could that have had on either the car or the case, pray tell?
None. Just curious.
Well, not that it's any of your business, but I was born in Summer Park in Virginia.
Really?
Yes, really.
Alrighty, well, let's go.
We'll speak again later, Mr. Spencer.
Alrighty, and we're gonna go investigate his car, because Knut, you think...
I don't recall seeing that dent before.
Yeah, there's a dent. Oh, and we can now further vandalize his car by using the knife to steal his timing belt.
I'll just take this.
And there's a
Could
piece
come in
of
handy.
fabric on the front of the hood. It's leaking more coolant than yesterday, which is probably not a good sign. Oddly enough, I now taste coolant in my mouth. Probably just a taste of something else, but I am prone to suggestive thoughts. That just reminded me of what we had back at the house. Okay! Shut up! Let's get on with this. So let's see here. We're gonna head over to the caretaker's residence. And wait for it to load. Should be done soon. There we go. Let's head inside. Where are they? There they are. They're very slow today. And let's talk to you.
Hi again, Mr. Spencer.
Hello. How goes the investigation?
Well, we found the thief. His name was Richard Llewellyn. He got hit by a car last night and passed away.
Oh, dear. Did you get a chance to speak to him before he passed?
Not much. Can we ask you some questions?
Sure, I guess.
Richard admitted to the theft when we spoke with him, but he also mentioned that we should search the house for the bonds. He said he hid them there. Do you know of any good hiding places on the grounds?
The whole house is a hiding place. I haven't the foggiest idea where you could even start.
How's Lily?
How is Lily doing today?
She seemed in good spirits this morning. She went to Mugshots, the coffee shop downtown. Knowing her, she'll be there most of the day reading.
Oh? Well, maybe we'll drop by. Say hello.
Maybe, huh?
Yeah, we're most likely going to.
Is Mary around?
I haven't seen her yet this morning. She often wakes up long before I do and meanders the grounds before the sun gets too high.
And we'll ask the last question.
Where were you and Mr. Spencer born?
Why do you need to know that?
I guess we don't need to know, but we've encountered resistance whenever we ask Mr. Samuel Spencer about his past. And honestly, we're just trying to get to the truth.
I don't feel comfortable disclosing information about my brother. His past is his to share or hide.
The same brother who was so eager to send you up the river just a few hours ago?
Look, my brother and I had a rocky childhood. If you promise not to tell him I told you.
Promise.
We were both born here.
What, in Bayport?
No, here, at this house, the nurse's station specifically.
Are you joking?
No, before this place was a private residence, it was an asylum.
Yeah, we found out about that.
Our father was the superintendent, Orrin Ingram Spencer. He founded and ran the hospital.
Why would Samuel care if we, or anyone for that matter, knew he was born here?
I think he's ashamed. The hospital failed. There was a fire that shut the whole place down.
My father never fully recovered from the blow, and apparently neither did Sam.
And that's all.
We'll speak again later, Mr. Spencer.
Cool. Can't speak today. And now we're gonna head across to the nurse's station all the way across the mansion. Woo, concrete. Walk, 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 walk. Walk, 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 walk.
Frank?
Shh! Look over there.
What? Is that who I think it is?
Shh! Don't let her see you.
We've gotta... Someone's gotta... Why would she...
I don't know. Let's go see what she was doing over there.
I'm like, what? The suitcase is falling apart. But from that, y'all pick it up, y'all picked it up.
It looks like a makeshift...
Looks like a makeshift grave. I'm forgetting how this works. We got a white lily. That's what we wanted. So now let's jump back to the caretaker's residence and head inside again. Come on, Frank. We don't have all day. And Mary should be here. Let's talk to Mary now. Hello, Mary?
Mrs. Spencer, may we speak with you?
Of course, dear.
Alrighty.
Are you okay?
Whatever do you mean?
We saw you. At the nurse's station. You looked upset.
Oh, it must have been my allergies. The pollen count is extremely high this time of year.
We found the thief. His name was Richard Llewellyn. He was killed yesterday, but at least that's settled.
Is it?
Does this flower belong to you?
What? Where?
We found it just outside the nurse's station.
Why did you take it? It belongs there.
Mrs. Spencer, what exactly is going on?
Dear, could you please make me some tea?
Goodbye.
This thief.
Richard.
Yes, Richard was my only son.
Your son? Richard was Samuel Spencer's nephew? That's quite a coincidence.
It isn't coincidence at all.
How do you mean?
I've known the Spencers all my life.
Now I'm confused.
Let me start from the beginning.
Please do.
Yes, please.
My mother and father met while my father was interning at a small hospital. My mother was the head nurse, and they fell madly in love. When my father got the opportunity to be the staff physician at a nearby mental hospital, my mother came with him.
Ingram Asylum.
Yes, I was actually born on these very grounds. Ingram was a wonderful hospital, revolutionary for its time. Patients were treated more like guests. It was truly a place of healing. My parents lived on the grounds, and most other parents were reluctant to let their kids play near here. They called me Scary Mary, and I wasn't even a patient, so you can imagine how cruel they could be. My friends were usually children of the staff, or sometimes the patients.
Dougal Seep.
Oh yes, I met him when we were both about 15. We were best friends. And then, the fire.
The fire that closed down the asylum?
Yes, the west wing went up like a tinder. I wasn't anywhere near the fire, but both of my parents.
They both died.
Dougal told me. I kept hitting him, and he just held me. After a while, Dougal and I grew apart, but I always felt connected to him somehow. And a few years later, we ran into each other again, and, well, Richard was the result.
But why would Richard want to steal from his own uncle?
I am afraid that's my fault.
Your fault? How?
The fire that killed my parents was no accident. It was caused by a single match lit by an angry and bitter young man.
Samuel.
Samuel. I've never forgiven him, and neither did my own son.
Wait a minute. Why didn't Samuel tell us any of this?
The fire was ruled an accident, but I know it wasn't. The last thing he wants is for that investigation to reopen. That's why he bought the mansion for a song from the government after the hospital closed. To be sure the truth was never learned. And There may be another reason.
Do tell.
He doesn't know who I am, and neither does Thomas.
What? How can that be?
People change quite a lot. I hadn't seen the Spencers since I was 15, remember? I didn't see Thomas again for many, many years. I changed my name, I changed my hair.
Mrs. Spencer, do you love Thomas?
Yes, I do. Now. But you're right in suspecting that this was all a plan to get back at Samuel. It was. After I fell in love with Thomas, I tried to get Richard to let it go. But he was even angrier at Samuel than I was. I even convinced Dougal to come visit him here, to try and talk him out of it. But it didn't work. The night before the theft, he gave me this confession. It's cryptic and frightening. Not like Richard at all.
Aha! So that's why Dougal was in town.
He's a good man, and so was Richard. If he hadn't lived with my hate for so long, he wouldn't have done what he did. If anyone is to blame, it's me.
Or Samuel.
I don't even care about that anymore. I'm happy here. I love Thomas. Thomas loves Lily. I just want this whole thing to be over with. It isn't worth anything. First my parents, then my only son.
How's your tea, dear? Are you all right?
Thank you, Thomas. Boys, would you excuse Thomas and I? We have some things to talk about.
Of course. Thank you, Mrs. Spencer. Mr. Spencer.
And that's it. Wonderful, heartfelt conversation, I guess. Now, no, not there. Let's head to Bayport High, because we need to analyze that piece of fabric. However, I do believe something very important to do in that is missing, and that person is Iola. She's not here. So, we're gonna have to go find her, so let's head to Bayport Street. And once it loads, we will go worry about finding her. Not get snippy, they're probably closed, it looks dark. We're gonna head over this way to the coffee shop. I forgot they changed the music. And we have two people. First, we have Chet.
Hey, Chet.
Hey, Frank, Joe, how you guys doing?
Not bad at all.
Where's your sister?
Do you know where your sister is? She's not at the science lab.
Home, maybe?
Do you think you could do us a favor, Chet?
Of course. Name it.
Could you run home and ask her to meet us back at the school science lab? We have a few more tests we need her to run.
Oh, yeah, you're working on that Spencer case, right? That guy has a sweet car.
Yep. It's full of surprises.
Okay, I'm finished here anyway. You guys are still coming over next weekend, right?
Wouldn't miss it, Chet.
Cool. Okay, I'll catch you later.
Thanks, Chet. Bye.
Fairly well. Alright, so now that's done. And we can now talk to Lily.
Hi, Lily. What are you doing?
Hi, boys. I'm just reading. Nothing important. What's going on?
Can we talk to you for a minute?
Of course.
We're gonna talk to you about...
Your mother told me about her parents. And your brother.
Whatever do you mean?
She told us it's okay. We know about Richard and Dougal.
She told you? Oh, thank God. I can't stand this game she had me play. I felt so guilty every time I hugged Thomas, knowing I was keeping a secret from him. I love him. He really has been a father to me.
It's okay. We want to help.
Whatever I can do, just ask.
We want your locket.
Can we take a look at your locket?
Well, yes, but I can't let you take it. Richard gave it to me. It means a lot.
Of course. No, we want to look at it for a moment. Thank you, Lily.
Alrighty, so this locket, there's something I should have probably brought up onto the screen before I got here, but it doesn't matter because I don't think you need to read it. If you looked in your journal right before this, you would find a confession from Richard that he gave to his mother. And in it states her left hand, head, and right side. And that is the key to solving this puzzle. You need to do the left, right, left, top, and then click on the button. And we get a key. Cool. And that's it for that. And I actually think... Ooh, it's hard to tell. exact time we started, but we've covered a good bit of ground in this episode, so next time on the Hardy Boys, The Hidden Theft, we're gonna head back to the school lab and do some more science tests with Iola. And then it's back to the Spencer Mansion to finish things off. See you guys then.